Ducati Multistrada 1260S. Best adventure motorcycle, 600 miles of smiles. There are several great bikes in the sport adventure, ADV style category, and the 2020 Ducati Multistrada 1260S fits squarely within the type and does not disappoint. Nothing is missing in this package, with everything I wanted and just the way I like it. And the more I rode it, the better I enjoyed it. The sound and feel are classic L-twin, as is the punch in any gear and any speed. The Ducati Multistrada 1260S just wants to hustle down the road. It's raucous and a bit rough at lower speeds, and while the revs are climbing, as are most engines built with this architecture. Once at cruising velocity, it thrums happily in top gear over 4,500 RPM, not unlike BMW Boxer Tourer's feel. While the Multistrada 1260 is quick throughout the speed range, stretch the ride-by-wire throttle cable at, say, 75 to 80 miles per hour, and the motorcycle will rocket into triple digits before your next breath, all while keeping its satisfying composure. I'm sure there are those just hankering for 200 plus horsepower from the imminent Multistrada V4. Although I doubt that we will see that kind of power offered on this genre of motorcycle, let us not diminish the amazing abilities of the 1260S, with its 158 horsepower and 95.5 ft-lbs of torque. I had the 2020 Ducati Multistrada 1260S for 12 days and, but for a persistent pandemic, I might have ridden it more than 600 miles. I took it over hill and dale along the Malibu beaches and north. It flew me way up out of Ojai for my favorite barbecue and pistachio nuts right off the farm in Ventacopa. We experienced some cold mountain mornings, giving way to hot, arid afternoons blazing away on twisty two-lane canyon roads with every kind of switchback, hairpin, and long sweeper you can imagine. The 1260 is a joy to ride, lacking nothing I need in a trusty steed. The two-position manually adjustable windscreen did its job, although I might like it a notch higher on the highway. Oh, the self-canceling turn signals were a surprising addition, although the muscle memory of turning off signals had me instinctively switching them off anyway. Old habits die hard. The 2020 Ducati Multistrada 1260S has heated grips, up/down quick shift, upgraded handlebar control functionality, cornering ABS, traction control, wheelie control, vehicle hill hold, and optional bags for touring. There is an LED headlight with cornering lights on the S and a tire pressure monitoring system. Add to that a new TFT colored dashboard that's bright with high resolution, simpler navigation, and an intuitive layout. This motorcycle is the antidote to analog. As for comfort, I found the riding position quite excellent. I'm 6 feet tall, and the pegs are just right. My feet can rest flat on the ground and reach to the grips is spot on. The seat is wide, with good support. It looks plush, yet I found I was squirming a bit between 75 and 100 miles when the saddle seemed to turn to oak. I averaged 44 miles per gallon during my tenure, and that works out to a range of about 225 miles between fill-ups of the 2020 Ducati Multistrada 1260S, so it would be nice for the seat to have the same range. The accessory plastic saddlebags are easy to attach and remove from the built-in mounting points. They are well sealed and stay dry inside after a good wash and hosing. The bags employ the standard system of a tilting latch that grabs the lid and snaps shut. Both are keyed, and you cannot remove the key without locking the bags, a pet peeve of mine. I started my journey riding in touring mode, which has slightly diminished power with the electronic suspension preload at 10. Fueling is smooth in all modes: sport, touring, urban, and enduro, and sport ups the preload to 14 while unleashing unrestricted throttle response. In touring mode, there is a bit of a front-to-back hobby horse effect under hard riding. However, at touring pace, the suspension is plush, smooth, and comfortable. That's when I switched to sport mode, and then all was right with the world. The added spring preload makes a world of difference. Mode selection may be made on the fly, though it requires the pilot to close the throttle after picking a mode to allow the switch to take effect. By choosing any mode, the electronics will automatically adjust traction and wheelie control, ABS, front and rear suspension damping, spring preload, and quickshifter timing. Naturally, riders can tweak any settings within any mode and save these preferences. I like sport mode best for all-around riding. I want all the power I can get when I want it. I don't need a nanny to keep me from my precious horsepower, that's what my wrist is for. Call me old-fashioned. I also prefer the slightly firmer preload than that mode offers. I did not try to customize the Multistrada 1260S's modes, as I found them quite satisfactory for the demand I placed on the bike. If it were mine, I would experiment and probably tweak them a bit.